W-A-T-I-T-I-Z.
It is what it is.
I-T-I-Z, W-A-T-I-T-I-Z.
It is what
I-T-I-Z, W-A-T-I-T-I-Z.
It is
I-T-I-Z, W-A-T-I-T-I-Z.
It is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is podcast. Boot easy, take it easy. It is what it is podcast. Boot easy, take it easy. Representing love, peace, and unity, not gun, drugs, and violence. Cause without life, you can't have love, and anything you love, you're loyal to. And without a left, we all will be right. And understanding is the father of peace. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And I am your host, Boodeezy. Take it easy. Alright, one more time for the road. Dun, 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 dun. It is what it is podcast, Boodeezy. Take it easy. Represent love, peace, and unity, not gun, drugs, and violence. Look at this goddamn Paul cutting up already.
Just happy to be here.
101 with Boodeezy, take it easy on It Is What It Is podcast. Shotbus Studios, Pistol Paul. What's happening, my G? What's happening?
Man, I'm happy to be here. Happy back in the podcast, man. Boodeezy, it's good to see you, bro. It's been a while.
It's been a minute. I met you on a fluke, too.
Yeah, we did.
It was fluke. I had just randomly, that was in Orlando, too.
That was in the, oh, yeah.
Skip and Flurry.
That's right.
We rocked out. I couldn't even roll the backwood kind of wood, the leaf you gave me. Bro.
They had slap woods in there. That's
slap
what it was.
woods.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Slap woods. And me and Paul rocked out. He clowned me a little bit though. He said, what he say? Boy, it looked like it just folded out the bag. That shit was so funny to me. That shit was hilarious, boy. The mobile
the podcast setup, man.
That
mobile.
Bitch,
go anywhere.
I was just like getting a little groovy then. You know what I'm saying? I was probably just about a year in, then. Yeah, it done been a little minute. Shit, then we done came to Diamond Dogs, rocked out with 217.
Yeah.
Shout out, big ups to 217. You get a butt in 217.
Yeah. 7 ace.
That's my little dog though. That's what's up though. But Pistol, go ahead and introduce yourself and do your thing, Pistol. I ain't got to do nothing when it comes to you.
Man,
do your thing, Pistol.
My name is
Rock
Pistol
out.
Paul Promo. I'm Pistol Paul Promo. I'm a premier promoter, event coordinator in Daytona Beach, Central Florida in general. I've definitely been a part of some staple shows in my area when it comes to big artists such as Pee Wee Longway, Boston Richie, Bossman D-Lo, Boosie quite a few times, and many more. You know, we had a good run. You know, we're still going, and I have fun doing what I do.
I told you when I met you, I know somebody famous now.
Yeah, it's like
That's what I always say. I got a famous friend. I can call his phone and he answer that bitch and they be like, "What's up, Boodeezy?" I be feeling famous too sometimes when I talk to this motherfucker right here though. But what's been happening though in Daytona? What's up on the music scene, man? What's give me an update.
Man, since we last talked, there's a whole new scene in Daytona right now. It's you know, it's hard for a lot of these artists to stay consistent, but I got a few I'm working with who I think have really been taking advantage of the spotlight in our area right now. You know,
Right.
Such as, you know, my boy Rundown, Run Deezy, Free Band Bizzo. You know, there's a few other artists that, you know, will showcase as well, but just off the top of my head, you know, those two for sure taking advantage of the spotlight in my area, taking advantage of the connections I've given them. You know what I'm saying?
How you linked up with them from being in Daytona? They from the Daytona area?
It's from Daytona area or greater Daytona area, you know, just being in the industry. And, you know, I think we've all kind of, I think, had mutual friends. I think it's been a few years I've known these guys, but we've all decided to take our own craft seriously, you know what I'm saying? And we linked up and we're making magic happen.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. That's fine. Because, man, I used to want to be an artist, and then I turned into a businessman, and then I'm potting now, so it's like, and then I'm getting old now, man. My son 20 years old now, so shit, it's like, you know. But one thing I do, I drop a video and a song every year. Now that's one thing I do just for the goddamn
I'm
The
still
love
I'm
of
still
it.
here. I'm still here.
Damn right.
Just like that. Let them know. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm still I'm a motherfucker. Shit, that's where for goddamn butt. Niggas take it easy. They got me fucked up. Let me tell you that. Shit. I come from goddamn zone 3. I'm a Mosley boy. Boy, me and my brothers, boy, we had one of the toughest groups ever. Alright.
Respect.
Yeah, boy. I'm just, don't be humble, be professional. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit, but I can still throw them words around. I can throw them words around. I'm gonna drop another song this year. I just wrote a song about me being molested in church. That bitch was so fucking raw. Yeah, I got molested.
That's fucking deep.
Man, I got molested by an older girl in church. She made me eat a pussy and shit when I was like 6 and shit to like 8. That shit fucked me up right now. And bro smirked, and I'm being real dead ass serious about that. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit still got me fucked up right now. My mama screaming hallelujah in the front of the church while I'm in the back, my head getting forced up Tasha's skirt. Lord forgive me for all my sins. I wanted to kill that bitch again and again from 68 years old. This what happened to me. On 1818 Mouldy Street. That's a 2-year run, a hell of a street. Now how the hell you expect me to turn the other cheek? I was an innocent soul, pure like gold. Plus she crossed that bridge and didn't pay that toll. Plus she died from AIDS, I hope he burned her soul. Still scarred to the heart, 40 plus years old. Ain't no shame in my game, middle name Dwayne. I got 5 kids, last name the same. Gotta do what you gotta do. If it don't feel right, please don't let that happen to you. You can be scared of the outcome, but still tell. Just the work of them 2 horns and a red tail. Never been to prison, but I seen jail. Alright, y'all don't know about that shit. That's a word from Black.
Respect. Listen, you got me speechless, Boo Deezy. Respect.
Yeah, I do this shit for real.
You got me speechless. Respect.
Yeah. Yeah, this shit real. I'm gonna do a one mic to that bitch in front of the church. On the first punchline,
this is going viral.
The first 2 bars, you hooked in. My mama screaming hallelujah in the front of the church. Nigga, you already. What the fuck that nigga just said? While I'm in the back, my head getting forced up Tasha's skirt. The name of the song called FUT. Fuck you, Tasha. I'm locked in. That nigga an artist. He put all that shit together real quick. Yeah. So I just learned, my bad, this your whole segment and shit. Yeah, but this pie. This what you call vibing. So shit, I rap sometimes.
ITIZWATITIZ. It is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is podcast. Boo Deezy, take it easy.
Damn, Pistol Paul, my bad, Pistol. I don't know, I just been working on that song and that shit something just. I don't know, so you gotta let that shit go. But that shit gonna be dumb. That shit raw right there. But go ahead, Pistol. My bad. That was awesome. That's a dumb clip. That's a fire-ass clip.
Keep us going. Where you want me to go?
Alright, so big game. The politics in Daytona, man. What's the we was talking, we rap, you know what I'm saying? You know, you my dog. It's my dog, so it's kinda like I know I could pull on you. So you was like, you know, the dynamics of the city where you been at for going on over a decade, the dynamics are changing. So what's the definition of the dynamics changing in Daytona? From the previous 10 years, from the previous decade.
Yeah, so specifically in my business and just the market with promotion, the game changes because the audience changes. And over the past few years, I think Daytona, we had a really good run when it came to these big events, and we turned out the same very few venues, and the people got tired of that. You know what I'm saying? So then it got to a point where it didn't matter who we booked. They were tired of coming to the same spot, seeing the same girls, you know what I'm saying? And it was something that needed to be changed. So with that being said, there is politics within the city of Daytona with, promoters and venue owners, and people are trying to see eye to eye right now to see what works, you know what I'm saying, for the audience, because, it's, we're feeling it. in every aspect of the business. You know what I'm saying? In the area, it's caused me to go. I'm going to bigger cities right now. I'm working in bigger cities, trying to do shows, but I'm still, Daytona's on my back. You know what I'm saying? So we're still trying to keep the motion going.
See, because it's like when it comes to the politics, the hustle game will never outweigh politics. Politics really coordinate the hustle game because politics in the dope game, politics in the gambling, politics in racing, like bruh said, drag. We thought that shit was like, what? It's like, what? Goddamn drag clubs and they told
Road runners, baby.
Yeah. I was like, wait a second, hold on. Time out, flag on the play. Roughing the pass. He roughed the pass on Daytona. What that was, Volusia? Volusia. He threw a flag on your Volusia. So since he threw a flag on Volusia and we ain't understand, I just gotta give him a button. Y'all wait till y'all hear this play, man. I gotta give him a button. Wet ones, cause he shitted on himself.
I'm sorry.
Y'all crazy. Hell no. But okay, Pistol Paul.
That's funny, man.
I'm just saying, Pistol. We know you the man. We understand. Politics gonna always win and lose. But in order to define yourself as a true hustler, you got to be able to go out of bounds. You got to be able to think outside the box. You got to be able to not look at closing doors or closed doors as a bad thing. It's like, how bad do you want it? Where can I go now to get what I'm trying to get? You know what I'm saying? So that's the definition of you saying you expanding to bigger cities. Because Daytona not a big city.
No, it's not. It's not a metropolitan city. You know what I'm saying? That's where money's always circulating in a metropolitan city like Orlando or Jacksonville or Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Miami. Daytona is not that type of city. There's money there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I feel like in my perspective, my own respective business, I've really plateaued because there's only so much money you can make there. I've done everything you can do in the city in my own respective business, promotion and shows and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta ask you this though, just as a basis of interviewing you on one-on-one with Boo Diesel Take It Easy. What got you into being promoting? You know what I'm saying? Because we all know promoting is, especially with you being of not the hood look. You know what I'm saying? You definitely is a Caucasian male, and you promote and carry in the very much urban industry. You look urban. You Pistol Paul. When I first asked you, when I first met, I said, Paul, you got 2 pistols? That shit was, we wild out on that phone. I got there first, boy. We was random people, boy. We was totally random, and we rocked that bitch.
Yeah, we
did.
We
Clowned
did.
so hard on that bitch.
We did.
But it's always good catching up with your Pistol. So,
And so I got into promotion. Really, it goes back to like when I was a kid. I was a teenager, high school, and me and my friends were just known for throwing like all the badass parties in town, badass house parties. You know what I'm saying? So once we got out of high school, I had a few friends who were like DJs or artists, or had some form creative involved in like events and media or entertainment. So with all these friends, all boy, you know what I'm saying? So when I got that age, 21, had some friends who worked in the club, and they let me throw a party. You know what I'm saying? And that party, it was a great party. Everyone had a good time. They made some money. I was invited back, and then, that's kind of how I just created it into a business, because at first we were just screwing around. Just partying and promoting my buddies who were DJs and artists, and yeah, I'm a promoter, whatever. I didn't know how to make money doing it until I learned how to make money doing it,
Alright.
Yep.
So what's the definition of that? Learning how to make money off of it. Give some game to the up and coming promoters. Give them a little drop a gem on them.
Yeah, some game that I would give to up and coming promoters would definitely, just have people you trust around you, because you work in a cash business and it's coming in fast, and you can't have eyes everywhere. So have a team that can be trusted, be organized with your money, and know what's coming in and what's going out and what your budget is, and don't be afraid to take some risks. and make those big investments you think will be worth it, because a big investment is a big payout, you know.
Facts.
Once you get that big payout, then you can start doing even bigger stuff. You know, it's like gambling sometimes, but if you know your audience, you know the stats. You know.
Fact. Because I tried, like, I used to throw my own little shows and shit, and I had to learn how to make money off of it. Because everything gotta be from you gotta see A and Z when it comes to a venue. You can't
All the way through.
all the way through, and it gotta be all the way through before it even happened. Before club night, it already got to be at Z 2 nights before that for that smooth flow. You agree with that?
Absolutely.
Cause when you get to Z, the morning of the club open at 9 and it's 6 o'clock and we ain't hit Z yet.
Maybe you need bottles. Maybe you need another DJ. Maybe a staff member pulled out. Yeah, you gotta have that backup,
Gotta
that plan,
have that.
and
Yes.
have everything set.
I
Absolutely.
learned that shit without a doubt. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So Pistol Paul, you got some guests with you, don't you?
I do have some guests with me, man. You know, I told you there's a spotlight on Daytona right now, so I had to bring a few of the stars out from the spotlight. Run DZ, Rundown, and Free Bambizo. Man, artists from Central Florida. I'm behind them 100%. And you know, Free Bambizo just dropped his mixtape. Should have been last week, I believe, August 5th. Run DZ drops his mixtape. No scams. So yeah, it's a lot of work coming out, man. A lot of content we're working on right now. You know, a lot of work to push. So we're busy.
It is what it is. Podcast, the Boo Diesel, take it easy. Representing love, peace, and unity, not gun, drugs, and violence. Cause without life, you can't have love. And anything you love, you're loyal to. And without a left, we all will be right. And understanding is the father of peace. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And I am your host, Boo Diesel. Take it easy. Alright. Paul in the building. It is what it is. Podcast one-on-one with Boo Diesel. Take it easy. Pistol Paul in the building. We at Shotbus Studios, Jacksonville, Florida. My dog from Daytona. We got a good growing relationship. You know what I'm saying? So Pistol, give me your summary of your take on one-on-one with Boo Diesel. Take it easy.
Like I said, I'm just happy to be back here again. Happy to be in Duval again. Got mad love for Duval and all of Jax. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Podcast is a place to be. Upcoming artists, definitely tap in with Boo Diesel, man. I'm telling you. All right, Pistol Paul Proof, baby. Come on.
It is what it is.
ITIZWATITIZ.
It is what it is.
ITIZWATITIZ.
It is what it is.
ITIZWATITIZ. ITIZWATITIZ.
It is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is. Podcast. Boo Diesel, take it easy.